Well, the long weekend and spending time with family and friends is a nice way to celebrate the holiday, but a lot of people, as Northern News Now's Madison Green found, also celebrated today in Gary, New Duluth.
The sound of reflection.
Anytime you go by and you see that flag flying up there, the American flag, it causes you to remember.
Frank Buchar attended the Gary New Duluth Memorial Day ceremony.
Although the weather is generally chilly, the hearts are warm.
An Army Reserve and Air National Guard veteran, Buchar then began recruiting for the Minnesota Air National Guard.
So one experience that was when recruiting these young men and women to serve in our military. There's some real dedicated individuals there. That was just heartwarming.
Duluth Mayor Roger Reinert spoke at the ceremony, claiming Happy Memorial Day does not accurately define the ultimate dedication.
The women and men we honor today gave everything they had. The minimum that we can do in return is give our attention, our gratitude, and our continued commitment to the values for which they defended.
Women and men that include Buchar's 4 children and 1 granddaughter, who followed in his footsteps.
It is very inspirational, just that we were successful raising our children. That means more than anything.
Especially on a day where every song
At the twilight's last gleam,
and salute is a tribute. At the ceremony, we were urged to not only remember those whose names were etched in stone, but those who died and had no one to carry on their name. In Duluth, Madison Green, Northern News Now.
Thank you, Madison. After the ceremony ended, everyone was invited back to the Gary New Duluth Rec Center for refreshments and conversation.